Dear students, today let's begin the topic of genetics related to the disease, that is the sickle cell anemia. It is autosomal recessive trait disease. Okay, earlier we have discussed related to sex-linked recessive traits. For example, hemophilia. What we found there? We found that the males suffer from the disease and the females are the carrier generally. But in case of sickle cell anemia, it is a autosomal recessive traits. That's why there is no gender-based autosomal. So it can happen to anybody. Clear? Now, first of all, we'll have to know related to the blood cell. The blood cells are like this. It is called bioconcave. And this bioconcave nature of the blood helps in easy passing it through the blood capillaries and blood vessels. Very nicely it passes. There is no problem at all. But due to oxygen tension and due to the alternation in the genetic code or triplets, what happens? This bioconcave nature of the RBC become what? Like a sickle cell. Like this. Sickle, a meant for cutting the haze, rice plants, and in that case what happens? It becomes difficult for it to pass through the blood vessels and get struck off. So, this is the main problem related to the sickle cell anemia, where the person suffers from the oxygen tension. Now, how that happens? We'll be going for the triplets. First of all, the triplets that helps in the formation of the GAG is a triplet which helps in the occurrence of glutamic acid, GLUTAMIC, glutamic acid. Now this A is replaced and it is replaced by GUG. So when it replaces GUG, it produces valine, V-A-L-I-N-E, valine, V-A-L-I-N-E. So it is short form, it is called VAL, V-A-L. It is short form, it is called glutamic acid, it is called GLU. Got it? So what is happening? GAC, the glutamic acid that was needed to be produced, is substituted or altered by this A is altered and it becomes U of the triplets base, and it led to the formation of valine, which is creating a problem. There's another thing, most important thing, and why it happens? It happens in the 6th position of the beta globin chain of the hemoglobin. Clear? So, this is related to the sickle cell anemia. Now, let's come to another aspect. Just like the hemoglobin that we found, it occurs due to the homozygous condition. Another thing you are finding. Homozygous condition. It occurs to what? Homozygous condition. That means if I write sickle cell anemia, in that case what happens? It need to be HB is the blood. So it need to be HBS, sickle cell. HBS. So it need to be in this condition. This is called homozygous. What is the heterozygous condition then? Heterozygous condition will be HBN. This is normal. And HBS. The person suffers. It's a recessive. So what happens? It needs to be two of this condition where HBS and HBS need to come. Then the person, what happens? It suffers. Person suffers. Now, Here, in this case, just like earlier, it is a carrier. What it is? It is a carrier. Understood the thing? Now, quickly, we'll be going for finding out what happens in the offspring. Okay? So, quickly, we'll be going for finding out. Here, this is a person, HBS, HBN. Okay? HBS. This one is suffering. So, this is suppose father. And here it is what? Mother. So, gametes will be two types. Here, the gametes will be how many types? Two types. What will be? HBS, one gamete. HBN, another gamete. This is gamete. I have rounded it here. So, gametes. So, here, as it is HBS and HBS, definitely there will be one type of gamete. I am telling one type. I am not telling one gamete. Gametes will be many, but type will be what? One type. So, HBS and HBS unite. HBS, and another, this one. Okay, this one is over. This one and this one, if it is uniting. Can you get it? You are finding HBN, HBS. So, in this case, what happens? This case, the person suffers. Here, the person, SUFFERS, he suffers from sickle cell anemia. Here in this case, the person is carrier. So, the carrier can be male or female. Suffering also can be male or female, as it is a autosomal recessive traits, not sex-linked recessive trait. Understood the thing? So this all that we come to know from the sickle cell anemia, and one crossing of the parental, what will happen if one of them suffer from the sickle cell anemia, another is the carrier. What happens in the offspring? Thank you, students.